I am live. So, most likely, no one is watching this, but that's okay. I just saw a report that Bob Iger is stepping down as Disney's CEO. That is correct. Bob Iger stepping down as Disney's CEO. So this is right off the press. It just happened. I don't know, maybe 30 minutes ago that it was released, maybe a little longer than that now. I couldn't tell you, but reports are saying that Bob Iger stepped down. Um, I'm going to try to find a news report that we could take a look at, see if we could find anything about this. Um, let's just take a look here, and I'll give you guys a couple minutes to get in here. If anybody actually is watching this, I am not on the screen right now, so I don't know. I'm just messaging a couple people. Iger steps down live now. All right. I should probably prep this a little bit better, but hey, what are you going to do? Matt G in the house, my only homie. What's up, my friend? How are you? Yeah, I don't know if you heard, but Bob Iger stepping down as Disney CEO, and we're going to take a look at a New York Times article about this once my crappy computer loads, Matt G. So thanks for showing up, buddy. I really do appreciate it. Jeremy is being named CEO. I would totally back that Disney, bro. I would back that Disney in a heartbeat. Maybe have like Doomcock, Mahler as like creative executives, and have public relations could be Gary from Nerdrotic, have the guys from Midnight's Edge, get some of the ladies involved too, like of course that Star Wars girl and Mary Mayhem, the queen, and Mecca, one of the original queens. But we'll see what happens. So that is actually loading right now. You probably hear my kids, singing upstairs. I think she thought I was having like a heart attack or something because I went ballistic and ran because I was like in shock to read that. I think she's actually screaming for me right now. Um, Hold on one. Sorry about that, everybody. That is my child. So let's take a look at this. Let me see if I can share this. Script Doctor, check DM. I think you're in that. I sent a link, my friend, to the halfway to pay birthday one. Jump in, man, if you can. And actually, let me send it to my community guys. I will do that later. So we are going to go share. Thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate it. We got the Revenant. We have, is it Adiga Outlaw, my boy? Thank you guys. I really appreciate you showing up. I'm not planned for this one. I have no clue what's going on. So it's going to take me a minute to figure
Scott, you're muted.
I am muted. Matt G, thank you. I just read a whole article muted. All right. Thank you, Reverend.
Scott, you're muted.
Wow, that was embarrassing. Okay, I am awesome. I am awesome. All right, Bear, let's put you back on here and get you off there. All right. So, gentlemen, thank you for coming. Everyone who didn't just leave me, thank you, Matt G. Thomas Gilkey in the house, the Reverend. Yeah, I don't know how long I was muted just now, guys, but how are you two fellas doing? Script Doctor, first with you. What's going on?
Oh, I'm just at work in the office. I can only stay for a minute because just getting into the stream, my battery just dropped 30%.
I hear you on
but I
that,
just want to
man.
come on there, point out that you're muted because I know you can't see the chat when you do a share screen. And,
yeah, dude, I was
I'm
totally blank. All right, thanks, buddy.
Man,
thanks.
Great.
That was awesome. Thank you for staying.
No problem.
Thanks, guys. Hey, Bear, how you doing? All right, buddy.
Pretty
thank
good,
you.
Man.
Everyone, make sure you subscribe to Script Doctor. He's a good guy. He just did that just to help me out. Bear, how are you?
Oh, pretty good. I was up late, up early, and then I took a nap and I woke up and you're live streaming.
Yeah. And as Happy Dinosaur 8000 said, happy day to all. And it is. Now, I just read a lot of this, so I'm going to reread this so you guys can all hear me actually do it. I'm not going to stay on too long because, cooking dinner, family. My daughter's probably upstairs, torching the place. I don't know. But we're going to start right here. Robert, okay, so we're going to back it up just a hair and read the very beginning, which that's just saying Bob Chapek's going to take over. So Robert A. Igar, who delayed his retirement 4 times in recent years, abruptly stepped down as chief executive of Walt Disney Company on Tuesday after 15 years at the helm. So abruptly stepped down. Disney said he would be, this was, I don't think there was any warning to anyone. Disney said he would be replaced by Bob Chapek, a 27-year-old veteran of the company who has most recently served as chairman of Disney Parks and Businesses. Mr. Igar, 69, will take on the role of executive chairman. So he's stepping down from chief executive, going to role of executive chairman and direct Disney's creative endeavors. So he'll still take care of the movies and stuff until 2021 and his contract is up. With the success, go ahead, man.
That kid that's 27, I mean, is he even
27 years with the company?
Oh, okay. I thought they meant that he was 27 years old. I'm like, what?
But I do know, and I said this while I was muted, Disney stock when this was announced dropped about $10. So that's a big dip, and people are, I think, a little nervous. Why abruptly? Why not plan this out? What happened? What's coming? What are we going to find out about Bob Iger in the next days and weeks ahead? That something shady happened.
Well, you're familiar with Craig 316, right?
Not as much as you think. Go ahead.
Well, he's a shareholder, and every time there's something to do with the shares of Disney, he normally puts a live stream out. So look for a live stream or look for a video from Craig 316.
Okay.
Because he normally has.
Yeah, I'm going to read a little bit more, and then we'll talk because I want to see what else is before I have to jump off. With the successful launch of Disney direct-to-consumer business and the integration of 21st Century Fox well underway, I believe this is the optimal time to transition to a new CEO, Mr. Iger said in a statement. Bob will be the 7th CEO in Disney nearly 100-year history, and he has proven himself exceptionally, thank you, I can't read, qualified to lead the company into its next century. Disney shares dropped 3% in after hours trading to 125.30. Since taking over as chief executive in 2005, Mr. Iger has led Disney to record financial results, even in the face of economic downturns, the occasional horrendous movie write-off, and changing consumer habits that dented ESPN, the company's longtime profit engine. Last year, Mr. Iger completed a $71.3 billion acquisition that gave Disney the bulk of Rupert Murdoch's media empire. substantially altering the entertainment landscape, which was unbelievable in itself. I mean, he got all the media outlets. That was ABC, right? I think that's when he got ABC and all that stuff too. In November, Mr. Iger oversaw
as to do with the them purchasing Fox. They didn't purchase News Corp.
Okay.
News Corp is still its own entity. That's why Fox.
Was that a Murdoch? That was a Murdoch property then.
Right.
Oh, okay. So he owned that
that's
too.
Why that's why it's still News Corp. It's like Fox News Corp.
So Fox News, yes, Fox News stayed separate from the entertainment movie stuff.
And I believe the movies went. I'm not sure about the TV division. I think the TV division also went. But I think a lot of Fox TV stations are still ran by Fox.
Okay. That makes sense. That does make a lot of sense. The downside to success, nobody seems to measure up. Let's see. Wait a minute. Let's just jump ahead and see. We don't really care about the predecessor. Even Disney has a unique mix of businesses. Mr. Iger started his entertainment career. Yeah, we don't care about that. So, all right. So that's really all they're saying is that he stepped down. Let's move us over here. So what does everybody have to say about that? We do have Script Doctor saying film and TV are under Disney, news is under Fox as far as I recall. So he definitely agrees with what you just said. This is huge. I mean, abruptly decided to call it quits. That's what gets me.
Makes me wonder
what happened, right, Bear? Like what could have happened?
Well, I think what's his name? He was just convicted. Feinstein?
Yep. Yeah. Epstein and Weinstein. Yeah.
And you remember what the media was talking about? They were thinking that he was going to get acquitted.
Yep. Look who just entered the building.
I'm going to mute here now and again because I didn't expect to go live and my son's playing Fortnite with his boys.
Well,
so there's all kinds of clickety-clacking going on in the background.
I really can't even stay on that long. I have my girls. I got stuff probably boiling up there. I lost my mind. I had to jump on real quick.
Well, I'm doing a live stream tonight after the High Council and the Dark Council. The Fourth Wave Late Edition's coming back on my channel tonight.
Nice. Yeah. What time?
After the High Council. Probably going to be late, 11 my time.
Got to remember, with Late Edition, you don't put the in front.
I mean, okay.
Whatever it's called, we're going to be talking Bob Iger. Yeah, go ahead, man.
I'm going to be talking about Bob Iger stepping down without the ball to fire Kennedy, which should have happened a long time ago. I'm hoping that the next wealthy elitist that doesn't give a shit about the fans has the cojones to do what needs to be done. Because from the storyboard that we have seen, Star Wars is getting dinosaurs now, and they still about the fans. They're still more interested in pushing diversity and getting those check marks lined up, the virtue signal than anything else. I don't care about diversity in Star Wars. All right. I don't. If the character's good, just write a character. I don't care what color, what race, whatever, what planet it comes from. I don't care about these things. What I care about is dedication to the lore, the fandoms, the characters, the creator. That is what I care about. You have a plethora of stories in the expanded universe, yet you're drawing up storyboards where you got to hit check marks and you're anti-war. Star Wars. Correct me if I'm wrong, gentlemen. Star Wars.
Right.
But they're going to make it anti-war?
Redunculous.
What the fuck is going on? Have they lost their minds? What drugs are they on? They have not learned a single lesson that the Fandom Menace has been desperately trying to teach them for 2 years now. They have not learned a single lesson. They have not listened to the fans. It is awfully apparent that every time they were apologizing after the fall of Skywalker, the rise of Palpatine, that they were only apologizing to the SJW woke audience that they did not please enough. But you can never please those people. Those are not your traditional fans. Those That is the woke audience, and they will be moving on to the next franchise to destroy as soon as they get tired of destroying yours. So again, Disney Lucasfilm has not even bothered to listen to the fans. They have not bothered to pay attention to the critiques, to the heartfelt pleas from so many people across every network. They have not bothered to pay attention, listen, or learn, or garner any wisdom whatsoever from what the fans have been saying for years. And so now Bob Iger just steps aside. Bob, I hope you run for president, because I will dig your dick in the fucking dirt for everything you have done to us, how you have disrespected your customers, how you have allowed Disney Lucasfilm to be used as a socio-political platform to espouse extremist propaganda, bigotry, racism, and sexism. Fuck you, Bob. Fuck you. And how dare you not have the balls to fire Kennedy? Well, I hope your backup has some cojones, brother. You rich, wealthy elitists don't give a damn about anybody. The preaching your virtue signaling ways to the unwashed masses of the working class. Oh, that storyboard triggered something in me, man. It really re-engaged my passion, because I've been watching Picard for the last few weeks just take a dump all over my mythos, the things that I grew up and loved. And now we find out that Disney Lucasfilm has not learned a single lesson. Dinosaurs? Anti-war? Diversity, diversity, diversity. Fuck you, Disney. Fuck you, Lucasfilm. Thank you for feeding me. Thank you for reinvigorating me. Thank you for giving more credence to the fandom menace. Hashtag the fandom menace was right.
Hail. Hail to
Indeed.
that, my friend. You know, you have an absolute correct view on this. This guy brought the agenda. If he wasn't part of it, he was an accomplice to it. He allowed those cretins to come into our films, Marvel, Disney, cartoons, anything you could pretty much think of that's Walt Disney, and SJW the hell out of it. They took what we loved, the canon that we loved. They're about to destroy the canon we love when it comes to the Old Republic. They're going to change everything now that they have control. I mean, when I saw that storyboard that said diversity, representation, how do you even care about that when you're talking about alien species? Alien species are diverse. I mean, come on, man. That
Not
makes
to them,
no
because
sense.
these people only see things from an early 21st century SJW far left perspective, in which everything has to be a check mark. You are not the content of your person. You are not the merit of who you are. You are either black, you're a person of color, you're a gay person, you're a this, you're a that, you're a token. A token. You are not a person. You are not a living, breathing, feeling person with your own identity and your own viewpoints. You are a token. You are a check mark to be boxed off so that they can get virtue points, so they can signal to the blue check marks on Twitter, to the far leftists, to the real bigots and racists and sexists and phobes that exist, that are pushing segregationist beliefs into our culture by using the entertainment industry as a platform to espouse their bigotry. Fuck them. You're right. You're absolutely right. Diverse, you're talking about a fictional universe made up of a gazillion different types of races.
I mean, that is the nature of diversity. Like, they have aliens that are all different shapes, sizes, languages, sexes, customs, rituals. I mean, it is meant to be diverse. That is why Star Trek was amazing. That's why Star Wars from the beginning was amazing. When you walked into that cantina for the first time and just looked around, you saw all these different creatures. You know, and it was amazing. That's called diversity, people. Why do we need to have the token, insert race, gender, sexuality here person to make that quota? What do you think, Bear?
I had to mute my mic.
Well, because they don't care about story, they don't care about fans, and the biggest thing, they don't care about money.
Right.
They don't care because the fans want to spend their money on good writing. They don't want to spend money on characters being sacrificed on the altar of wokeness.
Yeah, we're no longer calling it Star Wars. It is Star Token. Hashtag Star Token. Let's get that going.
Hashtag Star Token.
Yep. Star Token. Because it is ridiculous what they're doing to our mythos, my childhood, your childhood, our kids' childhood that I wanted to raise my daughters on loving Star Wars. Now, I always knew Harry Potter was going to have its things, but I take Harry Potter for what it is. It has always been what it is. I mean, if you read the books, it has, it's like a spew. It's like to help get benefits for the elves and the little elves and stuff. It's great. The house elves and things, but that's what that is. Star Wars wasn't supposed to be touched by this type of thing because it was above it. Star Trek, even more. The human race was supposed to go so far ahead that we were beyond racism, sexism, hunger, war, that we were going out to discover the new, bad term, but discover the new frontier. And what do they do after 14 years after the Synths uprise? It is now a microcosm of what's wrong with the world. That's what they believe is wrong with the world.
Everything about that show, the as far as Picard goes, even the creation of a Sith, a slave race. The very inception of this whole Picard storyline, creating a slave race, and that slave race rebelled. Imagine that, murdered a bunch of people. The slaves uprose and hail droid Spartacus, and now the Federation is xenophobic and racist and ists and phobes. Everything that these creators, these repurposers, hail Gary Nerdrotic, all of these repurposers have the way that they see the world, their thin view, their myopic perspective, where everything is an ist or a phobe. Everything has to be a blue check mark. If you don't capitulate to the far left in their narrative, their bigoted, racist, awful, segregationist rhetoric, their hateful rhetoric, where you have to devalue a segment of the population in order to elevate another. How insulting to every civil rights movement before us. How insulting to every uprising for freedom. That these people see the world in such myopic terms, that they take this and they go to these beautiful franchises that we have loved and devoted decades to and use them as a platform to espouse their rhetoric. That is not Star Trek. This is not Star Wars.
Hail hashtag Star Wars token. You know it, my friend.
Hail Queen Lorena Creed.
No, I modified it just a little bit.
Okay, I see that. Hail Star Wars token, not wars. Either one.
Star
let's
Wars
get
token,
it
not wars.
Yeah, and in that, well, I think they'll probably take that and turn it into theirs. So I'm sticking with Star Wars token. They'll probably be like, yeah, let's make it token. But just realize the pun. Oh, Script Doctor seeing that. Just realize the pun with at Star token in the High Council. I hope they use it, my man. I hope they use it.
High Council is going to be lit tonight. Guarantee that.
Oh, Gary's live right now. Gary just went live, and in his I
just saw him on Twitter.
Yeah. Well, in his live one, he said something to the effect of this guy destroyed Doctor Who. Now that's taking over Bob Chapek. And I've heard Gary talk about him. I don't know enough about this guy to rip him apart quite yet. Script Doctor might know more. I was so excited, Steven. Script had to come on the show just to tell me I was muted. I was going off muted. Yeah. That's
Script
me,
Doctor's
man.
always there for us.
Yes, he is.
He's our safety net.
That's our boy. He's
our Care Bear.
Yes, he is. He's our Care Bear. Okay. I just want to say hail to everyone that showed up. This was the last minute, and I really appreciate the support. The guys of the Fourth Wave appreciate your support. It's always the same names: CJH, Script Doctor, Palanuki, Uki, Bob, Bob. That's what I'm calling you. You told me I could. Lorena, thank you. Queen, Benzo H. We also got Keck 44. Why do I have to
Keck
pronounce
44?
Names? Yeah. Happy Dinosaur 8000. The Revenant. Thomas Gilkey stopped in to say hello. Matt G, of course, one of my biggest supporters. The Revenant, of course, one of my biggest supporters. I appreciate you guys all being here. Hail to you all. This could be a glorious day for us. This could be a terrible day for us. I don't know. See, that's what I thought too, Script Doctor. Chapek isn't the same as Chibin. I was thinking the same thing. I'm wondering chin balls. I'm wondering what Gary has to say about that. And I'm actually going to end this pretty soon. Maybe in about 5 minutes before my wife gets home and says, why aren't you doing things around the house? I just really thought it was important. Yes.
Queen
I wanted
Lorena,
to know. Yes.
Please let us know what happens in that meeting. I want to hear that.
It dropped 3% after market. The market's closed. They announced this. So I don't know what he did. And I don't know who pushed him out or he decided to get out or because they keep saying it was an abrupt leaving of Disney. He abruptly left Disney. So what does that entail?
I have no idea, but I believe that Palanuki is absolutely correct. Are these dinosaurs going to be diverse enough? Are we getting transgender dinosaurs? Are we getting minority dinosaurs? Are we getting dwarf dinosaurs? I need to know these. Are we getting bisexual dinosaurs? These are the things I need to know.
Those are the only type of dinosaurs. What happens if they're asexual dinosaurs?
Is there going to be representation?
Yeah. Maybe it's a AI called or Al called Bob. It can't be worse anyway. Is he setting up for a 2024 run?
Hell, CJ.
Is he setting up for a 2024 run? Why didn't he get rid of Kathleen Kennedy before he stepped down? Or is he letting the other guy be the X-Men? It's going to be it's going to tell us a lot what this guy does in the first week of his reign as CEO. Yeah. Will he come in and drop the hammer or will he keep with this, agenda politics as it is?
Honestly, Lorena, if you are capable of it, I would love to have you on a live stream sometime to discuss this as a shareholder, your views of what's going on.
Oh, indeed.
Hail to that.
Hail.
I won't be on tomorrow night, most likely. So if you want to take my spot, I'm leaving for Virginia, everybody. I'll be on a lot the next month. But, I am really confused by this one, man. This abrupt, he didn't warn anyone, it looks like. Let's get some ideas. What do you think it could be? He got caught with a boy girl from Singapore.
This is a case where they can't fire Kennedy, I believe. I believe it's because of all the things that have happened with all the mishandling of Disney, Lucasfilm, and other things most likely. I'm looking at this, I have to say, from not a grand scope because I am not a CEO and I do not work in Disney, and I'm sure they have many different wings and different things going on. But from my point of view, from my myopic point of view, admittedly, this is covering up for the failure of Lucasfilm.
Well, how shortly has it been since, Rise of Skywalker took a dive?
I mean, they have to know, even from the projections, all of the reshoot. And I believe the rumors. I believe the rumors. I believe there were reshoots. I think they were working up to the 11th hour on this movie, and I think that the budget is much higher than they have stated. And you double what they've already said for promotion. $1 billion for a movie like that wasn't much profit. I don't believe it was much profit. I think that they were fully expecting at the outset of this trilogy, after the success of The Force Awakens, they were fully expecting endgame money for this movie, for the rise of Palpatine. But they didn't get it. And as a matter of fact, they fractured the fandom and attacked the fandom. And these idiots, these elitists that live in a whole nother sphere, a whole nother world where you could just buy another car. It ran out of gas, buy another car. These types of people who don't think about managing bills, managing your money, how much do I have for medicine, how much do I have for food? People that don't have these concerns about mortgages and car payments. These people are completely mystified and have no idea what happened. I really don't think they have any idea what happened. Even with the fandom and is screaming for the last 2 years. And I think that their ignorance, their elitist idiocy, has allowed them to be skewed from what the public really thinks and why this franchise is failing. And you can't fire a woman, not in today's climate. Believe women. Can't fire a woman.
Oh, no.
So bye
I
bye
found it a
Igar.
little.
And but he only stepped down into another role. He's still getting paid mad loot. Like let's go ahead, Bear.
Yeah, Iger obviously. Normally, if Kathleen Kennedy would have been a man, she'd have been fired a long time ago. A long time ago. And, who knows? Who knows in Hollywood? Because you know what a kill folder is?
Explain it to us, Bear. Just
Yeah, explain it. I'll be right back.
All right, buddy.
Sure. A kill folder is something that political candidates have on each other. Well, it also happens in Hollywood. Hollywood people that work in Hollywood. Just like political parties, when people in politics, when they run for office, they have a kill folder on their opponents. Well, just same in Hollywood, they also have kill folders on each other. And, bribes left and right and all that. And who knows, maybe she had something on Iger, and maybe that's why she didn't get fired. And maybe that's why he just stepped down early and let the next chump handle the business of Disney. I'm out. Maybe he just said, "I'm done. I gotta get away. I gotta get away from this crazy bee."
Right. And also, I'd like to bring up maybe a point that's relative but a little outside the box. Harvey Weinstein was just what? He got 2 counts. He was guilty on 2 counts, right? Convicted, right?
How many counts did they want to get him on, though?
5. Remember? But they only got him on 2. A slap on the wrist. He's going to get house arrest for whatever he did.
Well, and the liberal media, they were saying that he was going to get away with it.
Look,
they thought he was going to be declared innocent.
Weinstein goes guilty. Bob Iger steps down in the same week. I mean, Epstein didn't kill himself. That's all I'm saying. Is there any connection between this? Where people, is anybody else going to be stepping down? Are we going to see anyone else stepping down out of their roles, or maybe just going quiet for a while after Epstein got convicted? I'm wondering.
Hey, Steven, maybe it's the fact that The Rise of Skywalker lost 434 screens in the United States as of the 23rd.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, it lost 434 screens in the United States as of the 23rd. A haul of 531,000 means it saw a 61.8% drop in box office revenue, and put the total worldwide gross of 1,070,66,761.
And is you know what I'd like to see, actually, and I know it's out there, I can't bring it up at the moment. The correlation between this trilogy and the prequel trilogy. Because Attack of the Clones was not the most well-received movie. And I think that had to do with the first Phantom Menace and the backlash from the Phantom Menace.
Right.
Yeah. Do that. But Lucasfilm corrected itself with Revenge of the Sith. That's a good movie. I love Revenge of the Sith.
It was okay.
I liked them all. I liked them all.
I know. Look, I'm a prequel defender. I love.
Oh no, I am not a hater though. They weren't great. I wish the dialogue was a lot better.
Okay, right.
And I felt like the story just didn't go where it needed to go. But that's for another day.
Okay. But I'd still like to see the correlation between them, because the Revenge of the Sith did better than the second movie in the series.
Steven?
Yeah.
Avengers Endgame. 2,797,800,564, and basically, the Rise of Wokeness is right around a little over 6 million less.
Wow,
that's 6 million less.
So this sucks, but I do have to call it a quits.
All right.
Any of you guys want to go live? We could transfer people over to your spot, or you're just gonna wait till tonight.
I am gonna wait until tonight. I've Fourth Wave Late Edition.
Orville. Okay, so
Orville Nation.
So
you've already got the thumbnail.
Yeah, after the Dark Council, you guys will be going live. Fourth Wave late edition. Please check with Steven. Make sure you're subscribed to his account. Bear Nerd Funds also. I got to go cook dinner. So God bless you guys. Everybody have a great day. Sorry for the quick, abrupt stop. Take care, everybody. And remember, hail the fourth wave.
Hail the Fandom Menace.
Hail the Fandom Menace. Hail, I didn't hit end broadcast yet.
Indeed.